Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Aristotle Clan channel, and it is your boy Kage here with another video. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, yo, Kage? What happened to Aristotle? Why haven't anyone uploaded? I will kind of get into why I didn't upload. I'll rather go to the other members to ask them why they didn't upload. The Discord link will be in the description. So yeah, check that out. But in today's video, we're gonna be doing what if Naruto was born Kage level? So let's get into it.
Yeah, ayy, stoner thoughts buzzing up my brain, wondering if I'll make it or am I going insane? And then everybody they tell me I should stay in my lane, but my best is yet to come, so I swear to God I'ma stay. Yeah, baby, hit me up with.
Alright, so if you didn't know about the intro, this is part actually I don't really put the parts in there. I'm actually just about to start doing a completely different type of intro. But yes, this is part 2 what if Naruto's Kage level. So yes, welcome back to the channel. I'm recording this like an hour or 3. I'm just kidding, probably like an hour or 2 after recording part 1. So yeah, let's just get into it. Now, as I said, Naruto would be given a headband and would have been told that he would have been on the Genin team but Kakashi to look after Sasuke Uchiha. And it's because Sasuke is more of a, what you would call a flight risk. He will leave the village and Konoha really can't afford to lose more power. Konoha needs the Uchiha clan to thrive back in Konoha and not somewhere else. So they can't risk that, because if someone offers Sasuke power somewhere else, and it's power that he can't get at Konoha, then he will leave. And he was also given a task of, if he does leave, Naruto is to eliminate Sasuke Uchiha. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No asking him to come back. No, you just eliminate him. And if he's not Hokage when he leaves, that's a mission that is constantly continuing. If he tries to desert the village or anything. So Naruto would accept the mission and would go on to the academy. Now Naruto already has a headband. And upon arriving to the academy, Naruto will see 2 students there. Now, we're going to say Naruto's around the age of 15, 16 maybe. I'm just kidding, he's 12, like I said. Naruto walk in to see 2 kids. Now, Naruto is quite tall for his age. Naruto's around a good 5'2". You know, I believe Sasuke was 5 foot at the start of the series. So pretty tall. He's not the shortest one of his age group, but he's pretty tall. Naruto will walk in, and as soon as Naruto walk in, the 2 students would ask Naruto, "Is he their teacher?" Naruto would tell them to look at his shirt, and they would not see no joining vest would drop down to the ground. As Naruto says, "But I am your teammate." And Sasuke and Sakura asked, "Where has he been? How come they've never really seen him in the academy before?" I don't believe I had him go to the academy, so we're gonna make it to where he doesn't have to go, where he never did. And Naruto would say that it's because he's been receiving special training most of his life. Now, Sasuke is extremely pissed off by this. Like I said, like I do in a lot of my videos, fuck Sasuke. That's why. And sometimes, yes, I do like to kill off Sasuke. Because I really don't like, start of Naruto, part 1 of Naruto Sasuke. I don't really like that much of Shippuden Sasuke, but I love Boruto Sasuke. I just don't know why. I just can't explain that. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Naruto would take a seat, and they will wait for the next 2 hours for Kakashi to arrive. So, and during that 2 hours, Naruto would sleep. So when Kakashi would arrive, Kakashi will go to Naruto and tell Naruto to get up. And Naruto will get up and say, "Oh, hey, Kakashi. How are you?" As Kakashi says, "It's Kakashi Sensei now, Naruto." Naruto says, "It hasn't been Kakashi Sensei for what? Since I was, like, 8?" So Naruto says, "Kakashi, come on, we're basically the same. I'm basically almost the same rank." Kakashi pulled Naruto aside and says, "Aren't you a Genin? I thought you were getting demoted." He says, "No. Well, yes, but no. The Genin, I'm just gonna say the Genin role is just for him to complete this mission." So he would tell Kakashi this, and Kakashi would understand and say, "Oh, well, I can't wait to train my favorite student again." As Naruto would say, yeah, Kakashi, let's just get this over with." And Naruto and Kakashi and Team 7 will all head up to the roof. Now, Kakashi would then go up there, and would tell them all to do introductions. And if I'm being honest, most introductions will go much the same, except for Naruto's. Naruto's introduction goes more like, "Hey, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. My dream is to protect the village and to become Hokage. My likes are ramen. That was mostly the same. He would then name Asuma, Kurenai, Guy, Kakashi, Hiruzen, and a man by the name of Jiraiya. That's what he would say. He's not going to say Jiraiya of the Sani, because that's Sasuke can even handle the fact that he has special training. So, and he would then say his dislikes are fangirls and things like that. Now, Kakashi would then tell Naruto that's actually probably the best introduction that he's ever given, out of the ones that he's ever done or that he's ever heard. Naruto would tell Kakashi thanks, I guess, and they will continue on. And Kakashi would then tell them to meet him tomorrow for their Genin exams. Now, or the Genin exams. We're gonna call it that. Now, if I'm being honest, there's no point in going over this because it's Team 7. I'm going to have them pass. If I'm being honest, I'm going to have them pass. I am. I'm going to have them pass. There's no point in me going over that. So we're just going to skip into their missions. Now, the first few months, Naruto and his team are doing a bunch of D rank missions, and Naruto on the side is doing a hella A rank missions. If I'm being honest, like around 10 to 20 A rank missions. That's within like a couple months, like 2 months or so. Now, Naruto would have only been tired of the A ranks, and tired of the D ranks too. He wants something like in the middle, maybe a B or a C rank mission. And Hiruzen would then tell Naruto and his team that he can give them a C rank mission. This being the elimination of a rogue man by the name of Zabuza Momochi. And Naruto then pulled the Hokage aside along with Kakashi and would then ask, why is this a C rank? It's using since he lied. It's really an A rank mission, but the A rank will only go to you and Kakashi because apparently Zabuza has an apprentice. That's what makes it a C rank. Zabuza can't fight you and protect his apprentice at the same time. But I'm only giving you guys this mission because I know you two are strong enough especially Naruto alone is able strong enough to take on Zabuza. As Naruto would nod, and Kakashi and then would come in and they would accept the mission, and they would go on to pack. Now, when they would arrive at the gate, Kakashi would then tell them that Zabuza has an apprentice, and that's who Sasuke and Sakura are going to be fighting, while him and Naruto are going to be fighting Zabuza. Sasuke is extremely mad because this is stepping on his Uchiha pride. You know, why is Naruto, from what he knows, a nobody, because Sasuke doesn't really know Naruto. A nobody, taking on a stronger opponent, while he and Sakura especially him, but why is he taking on a apprentice of the person? And Kakashi would just tell Sasuke that he's going to have to accept this. Sasuke would be extremely mad, but you can get over it, I guess. They would depart and would head off towards, wouldn't say they would go to the Land of Waves, actually. So currently, Zabuza is actually the one trying to run. No. Actually, no. Not the Land of Waves. We're going to make them go not to the Hidden Mist Village because, yeah. Where is a good place to put Zabuza? Hold up. Let me think about this. I've decided to use the Hidden Sound Village. And you guys know they just know that the Hidden Sound Village is a up-and-coming village. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So they would head out towards where the Hidden Sound Village is, and like a day or two later, because Kakashi and Naruto had to not jump tree to tree, jump through the trees because of Sasuke and Sakura not knowing tree climbing or that exercise, so that they can get up the trees that way. So they don't really know that, so they can't really jump to or run there as fast as they want to. Let's moving on. So like I want to say 2 days later, actually 2 days later, upon arriving to the Sound Village, Kakashi would then tell Naruto to go use clones to go stake out the village, and Sasuke and Sakura would then tell Kakashi that that's stupid, that those are just illusionary clones. But Kakashi would then tell Sasuke and Sakura that Naruto and himself both know a type of solid clone that actually transfers its memories back to its user and its experience. And Sasuke was asking, could he learn ninjutsu? Kakashi would say, honestly, Sasuke, no, you can't. You don't have the chakra reserves to pull it off, and for you to train with it the way Naruto trains with it, you definitely don't have the chakra reserves to pull it off. So, Sasuke's a little bit mad about that. Someone has bigger reserves than Uchiha, but, who the fuck cares? But moving on. Naruto would do this, and when his clones would dispel the ones that will find Zabuza, Naruto would then tell Kakashi that they're east on the outskirts of the village, meeting up with the man with black hair. Naruto would say he couldn't get a good look at his face. They say Orochimaru's in disguise, but Zabuza and Haku would know that it's Orochimaru, so that's why, basically. We all know who it is. So Kakashi would nod, and they would head that way. Now, they would arrive like a couple seconds later, with Naruto grabbing Sakura and Kakashi grabbing Sasuke and body flickering there. They would arrive, and Naruto would then tell Sasuke and Sakura to handle the apprentice while him and Kakashi go at the Zabuza, and they would do so, with Naruto actually taking point and running straight for Zabuza first, separating Zabuza from his apprentice along with from the other person. Now, the other person seeing this will say, well, I guess this fails, seeing as how Konoha wants you dead, Zabuza. Well, I'll just have to take your apprentice's dead body once they're done with it. As the person melts into the ground, leaving Zabuza there, Zabuza says, I ought to kill that son of a... But he gets cut off as Naruto lands a punch directly in his fucking face, breaking Zabuza's nose, actually. Zabuza would then skirt to the back, as Zabuza would then go through hand starts. He would then say, hidden Miss Jutsu, or water style hidden Miss Jutsu, whatever you want to call it. As Naruto would then say, wind style, great breakthrough. As Naruto would shoot out. Well, it's more like a... What do I want to actually substitute this jutsu for something else? Hold on, let me think. Oh, wait, I got it. No, I don't got it. I'm gonna say when great breakthrough, Naruto shoots out wind, and it would disperse the mist around. Zabuza says, I hate wind users. Zabuza would then say, you know what? Water style, water dragon jutsu. As Kakashi, who's put his Sharingan up, would say water style, water dragon jutsu at the same time. And Naruto seeing this would say, well, might as well. Wind style, wind dragon jutsu. I don't know if this is actually an attack in Naruto, but I like the idea of a wind dragon. It's a dragon, and its teeth are freaking sharp, and it can actually pierce more than the water can. So now Naruto and Kakashi's water dragons will combine, forming an ice dragon that will actually hit Zabuza's dragon and would add the water from its dragon onto theirs, and would completely go and clamp down on Zabuza. And then once it clamps down, would go up into the air and just come back to the ground, slamming him through the ground. I'm sorry about that. Slamming him through the ground. And Haku would begin to say, ice style? What is that? How is that possible? Kakashi would say, Naruto. Now, as Naruto then throws a kunai towards Zabuza, but Zabuza, before he could get up, before he could get too far away, we'll see as Naruto disappears in a yellow flash. As Naruto would then, with his hand out, would then say, paralysis seal, as he places a seal on Zabuza, paralyzing him. And before Zabuza, Haku and anything could do, Naruto would then place another hand on him, and he would then say, chakra seal. As he would seal away Zabuza's chakra, Kakashi would then say, let me show you my first, the first jutsu that I actually didn't copy. One of my most original jutsus. As Kakashi would then say, I don't know if I want to say Raikiri and sound like an idiot or say Lightning Blade and sound like even more of an idiot. I'm just gonna go with Lightning Blade. I'd rather sound like you're more of an idiot than get clowned, to be honest. Or Raikiri, Raikiri, as he would then disappear, and all you see is just lightning zigzagging every fucking where. As Zabuza, not Zabuza. As Zabuza, actually yes, Zabuza watching this would be extremely shocked. As Kakashi slams the Chidori directly through Zabuza's heart, as Naruto catches Zabuza. As Naruto says, "Hey Kakashi, you don't mind, right?" As Kakashi says, no, you can keep the sword." As Naruto will steal the sword away. Alright guys, hold on. Alright, so as I said, we're going to go to Sasuke, Sakura versus Haku. Now, if I'm being honest, it's not going too well for Sasuke and Sakura. They're both, okay, if I'm being honest, they're both unconscious. So with them being both unconscious, Haku would actually try to run towards where Zabuza is, only for Naruto to appear in front of her. Now, it's been days since I recorded part 1, and I started to record part 2, so I legit forgot if I had made Naruto have Minato or Kushina's power. I think I did. So, with Shakaku, along with the fact that Naruto has a blue freaking ball of spinning chakra in his hand. So, Haku would barely be able to dodge this. It's only due to her instincts that she dodges. If her instincts weren't working, she would have died, if I'm being honest. So, Haku would then use would jump back and would then use I believe it was called 1,000 Flying Needles. It was either water or an ice style jutsu from Haku. And will try to shoot them at Naruto. Only for Naruto to use a fire jutsu on a fireball jutsu. Which one? No, not a fire jutsu. I gotta figure out which one I want. Let's say dragon flame bombs. Dragon flame bombs on the ice, melting it. But then Naruto will pick up the inconsistencies and it sees that he may have melted the ice, but the water has taken the form of Sinbon. While it might not hurt as much as the ice would have, the ice might have killed him, but the water is still going to hurt. It might knock him unconscious. So Naruto would do the best thing. He would flash away to where he marked Kakashi. Now Naruto has already marked Haku. You guys may be wondering what was that. So when Haku at first dodged Naruto's Rasengan, Naruto used that instance to mark Haku. And Haku didn't even notice because of how fast things were going. And plus, he was trying to get away. So, Naruto would then disappear from Kakashi and appear right behind Haku with a kunai to her throat, or his throat, saying, "Do you give up yet?" And Haku says, "How about no? Master Zabuza still needs me." As Naruto says, "Sorry to tell you the bad news, but I killed him myself." And this would hurt Haku because she didn't even realize it. This kid and Kakashi are both here. And Zabuza isn't, which means he either got away or he's dead. And he's most likely dead, especially with these two people. So Haku was, would be there when, just through her pure rage and not being able to control her jutsus in this rage, she would touch the ground with one foot and a bunch of icicles would appear. As Haku, I'm just going to be coming up with random jutsus. Haku would then jump back and began to go through his eyes, messing them up, would then, constantly be repeating them until she got it right, saying, "Ice style, ice dragon jutsu." She shoots the dragon at Naruto. Naruto dodges that, but Naruto also dodges the dragon again because the freaking heat sinked onto him. He's not, until he either kills Haku, that dragon, or stops the dragon itself, it's not going to stop coming after him. So Naruto would do the right thing. He would disappear to Haku again and shove a kunai in her head. Or his head, whichever you guys want. She's dead. She is dead now. Now, before the ice dragon could hit Naruto, it would disperse into a bunch of water, splashing on Naruto. Once the water's done splashing on Naruto, spit it all out. She says, Kakashi, Kakashi says, yes, Naruto. She says, why didn't you help me? What Kakashi said, Because Naruto says, you know what, it's alright, Kakashi. It's alright. It is? No, it's not. I'm so gonna get you later, Kakashi Sensei. Yeah. Naruto says, you know what, how about you go get Sasuke and Sakura and wake them up? So, I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on. Naruto would collect Sasuke, Kakashi would collect Sasuke and Sakura, and they would all head off back towards Konoha with the unconscious Sasuke and Sakura. Now, during the trip, Sasuke and Sakura would both wake up and would join them for the rest of the trip. Now, this is where Sasuke would hear that Naruto defeated Haku, and it'll utterly piss off Sasuke. I'm going to be doing something that I never really want to do. Ever. So, once they arrive back into the Hidden Leaf and debrief the Kage and get their mission paid, Sasuke will go to Naruto and say, Naruto, could you please train me in the jutsus that you know? Naruto says, sorry Sasuke, but these are my family's jutsus. I won't be passing them on until either I have a student myself, like an apprentice myself, or if I have or when I have a kid. Now, this will kind of piss off Sasuke. Now, Naruto wants to teach Sasuke, but Naruto can't, because most of his jutsus are his father's jutsus, being the Hiraishin, or the Rasengan, and Hiraishin does kind of belong to the Senju, but still. And then you got Kushina's jutsu, which I believe I made her a foreign jutsu master. Well, she already was, obviously, along with a Kenjutsu master. Should have said a master when it comes to water jutsu too. So yeah. Now Sasuke will say it's fine, Naruto. He understands the thing about it being family jutsus, because he once had a family too. And Naruto's just thinking, is he trying to guilt trip me with his family? And that ain't gonna work. Naruto basically experienced his own family's death through their memories. So, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, moving on. No, moving on. Naruto would basically have how do I want to do this? Naruto would have went to Hiruzen, would have asked Hiruzen when's the next Chunin exams going to be coming up. Now Hiruzen would have told Naruto that they'll be coming up pretty soon, and he should prepare for them. That his teacher, that he's gonna be holding a meeting with the Jonins. He's gonna be holding a meeting with the Jonins today to see who recommends their students they're getting into the Chunin exams, and that Kakashi will most likely recommend them, also on orders from both the civilian council along with himself, especially because he wants Naruto to hurry up and get off this team. As Naruto will nod, and Hiruzen will dismiss him. So, after Hiruzen dismissed Naruto will go home and prepare for the Chunin exam. This is where I'm going to prepare to end this video off. I hope you guys enjoyed the what if. Now, I have a quick announcement. I might be starting a gacha channel. I don't know. Maybe. If I do, I'll eventually link it. Alright, this is an Aristotle channel. Main channel. But anyways, I'll eventually link it on my main channel. So, if you guys listen to this part. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.